Hello, this is Game Enthusiast here, and this is my review of the Beats Studio Pro. I've been interested in these pair of headphones for a while now, and I got these on sale like 50% off, and I wanted to review them. So let's get started. The unboxing experience was okay. It was very eco-friendly. Once you open the box, you see the case and the headphones are in the case along with the cables. It was kind of straightforward. Nothing special to talk about in my opinion, but I think you do get a trial of Apple Music with a purchase of, I guess, any Beats product as well as these headphones, so that's a plus if you don't have Apple Music yet. I like the design of the Beats Studio Pros. It's not as in your face with the branding. It has this nice brown color. It comes in 4 colors: deep brown, sandstone, navy, black. I think Samuel Ross did a good job at kind of refining the design and has an overall more not sophisticated but classy, mixed with like a mature redesign of the Beats Studio Pro. Granted, it's the same design. I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I kind of like the design. I never had studio headphones. I had the Solo 2s, and then my other Beats products were like the earbuds, and I don't have that much luck with them. But overall, I like the design. I think the deep brown is a great color, even though it can be a fingerprint magnet, and it has a matte color. So I like the design, and you can say it's iconic. For comfort, I feel like the Beats Studio Pros are good. Compared to like the XM5s, I feel like the XM5s are better, but I think the Beats Studio Pros are better than the AirPod Maxes because the AirPod Maxes are kind of heavy. Granted, they have good weight distribution, but overall, the Beats Studio Pros are lighter and made out of plastic. So I'd say this is moderately comfortable headset depending on your head size. If you have a small head, this will probably be more comfortable for you. But if you have like a larger head, it's going to feel like it has a bit more clamping force than some people may be comfortable with. But overall, I give the comfort a 7 out of 10 for me. But I think that's it in terms for comfort. Actually, I kind of like the case of the Beats Studio Pro. I thought it was going to be very, very soft, not fragile, but just kind of very soft and doesn't feel like it's going to be protecting the device. But I think it's a nice medium in between a hard shell case and a soft shell case. And it's cool that, I forgot to mention this, that the Beats Studio Pros, still fold like the previous ones. So it makes it more portable than the XM5s and the AirPod Maxes, which do not fold. So I'd say that's a major plus for this design, especially when I'm taking it to work. But overall, I'd say the case is a win. It also has pockets for the cables, which I'll get into right now. The headphone also has a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, surprisingly, on the right bottom of the headphones, and on the left bottom on the headphones is a USB-C port. All right, let's talk controls. So the power button is on the left side of the headphones. On the right side is our functional buttons for volume up, volume down, and the Beats button on the right is the play pause button. If you press it twice, you can skip. If you press it 3 times, you can go to the previous track. It's very tactile. A lot of headphones these days have like kind of like touch pads on the sides, but I kind of like these tactile buttons that makes you get a better feeling of control over your headphones. So, in my opinion, this is a plus. Noise cancellation is good on these headphones, but not as good as the AirPod Maxes and the Sony XM5s. So let me explain. So, if you're on the subway train listening to these, you're still going to hear a good amount of that train. But if you are in like a building and there are people just, talking, having a conversation, like eating lunch or whatever, uh, you'll you won't be able to hear them that well with it. So I'd say these are good for like if you're inside a building or if you're at work and you just want to get into your music on your lunch break. These headphones will block out that kind of sound. But if you're trying to commute, like on a train, like on the subway, these are not as good as those two headphones. So I would give it a 7 right there. I would give it like a 7 out of 10 when it comes to noise cancellation. For the transparency, it's good. It's good. It's not as good as the AirPod Maxes. I'd say it is slightly above the XM5's transparency mode, but it's only slight. But you'll be able to hear people around you, but it's just not as good as the AirPod Maxes or the AirPods Pro second generation. So that's about it when it comes to the ANC and the transparency mode. The sound quality of these headphones are enjoyable to listen to. So I like the songs I've primarily been listening to test these headphones out is Kendrick Lamar's Rich Spirit, because it really shows how punchy the bass can be. And then I listen to Carly Rae Jepsen, Psychedelic Switch, because of the vocals and the instrumentals. And both use Dolby Atmos, so I wanted to use that and see how good the hit tracking is and the overall experience. And I've enjoyed the experience so far. I think just if I were to place it between the XM5s and the AirPod Maxes, I feel like I would say the XM5s are the default, and I'm talking about the default sound profile of the XM5s. I would place that at the bottom. Then I would place the AirPod Maxes above that. Then I would place the Beats Studio Pros above the AirPod Max. But for at the top, I would place the XM5s again if you customize it to your own personal sound preferences. So I'd say it's second place for me. Second place. So take that as you will. I have fun listening to these headphones, and I'm going to be listening to them for some time to come. Overall, I would give these headphones an 8 out of 10. They're great headphones to listen to. They have some good, interesting features. And overall, I think this is a sign that, Beats by Dre as not just the headphones, but the Beats by Dre band, it's kind of matured when it comes to their sound. Because I guess 10 years ago, they were a bit more bass heavy, like probably 2014. I guess that's when they were bought by Apple for like, was it $3 billion? Like the biggest acquisition in Apple's history. And by just looking at these headphones, looking at the color options, it just seems like they've matured, like they've kind of evolved their sound. So, but they still have some kick when it comes to the low end, the bass. So I think these are like really good headphones to listen to music to, whether you're on iPhone and Android. And I think I would give a shout out to the designer who kind of, kept the traditional design of the Beats Studio headphones while giving it a bit more adult, less, in your face kind of look to the Beats Studio Pros. So overall, given an 8 out of 10. Great headphones to listen to, and I hope you find these on sale. And let me explain. I bought these 50% off from the regular price, which was $350. So I only paid $180, not including the Apple Care Plus that I put on this, which was I think $30. So if these were $250 when they came out, I would have bought them. And the reason why I didn't want to buy these at full price is because they lack something that I'm used to now with the XM5s and the AirPod Maxes is in-ear detection. So say if you're listening to music and someone's trying to talk to you, like, trying to get your attention, you just take the headphones off with the XM5s or the AirPod Maxes and they stop playing the music. And then after you're finished with your conversation, you can continue on with listening to music. It'll just start back where it left off. But not with these. You have to remember to pause the music, or if you're done with it, you have to make sure to turn it off before you take off the headphones. Because actually, when I was at work, I left the headphones in. I had my AirPod Pros with me just to go for a coffee run, and then but when I was coming up the escalator, I was like my AirPods Pro weren't working. I was like, wait, what was going on? Then I looked at my phone and seen it's connected to the headphones because I forgot to turn them off. Granted, that was coming from the other side of the building, which it was impressive, which I guess I have to include that the Bluetooth connection, the Bluetooth range is really good, really, really good. But I think they should have added the in-ear detection. For me, I know it's not a big deal to many people. And granted, I didn't think it was a big deal when I used the headphones, but it's something that I'm used to having. So with that all aside, I would give the headphones an 8 out of 10. They are not worth buying at $350. I'd say maybe at $250 they're worth buying. $300 I don't know, but $250 or half off the full price is a steal. So that's all I have to say. Game on.